Okay, so we want to create the effect of a rotating planet with a star field behind it. We can control the speed of the stars and the planet and the look of the planet. In this case, it's planet Earth. Because of the texture that I chose, I can choose any other planet if I wanted to. So I'm going to start from scratch doing that. Alright, first I need to get the texture. So what I did is go to Google and I downloaded, I went to Google and I looked for Earth texture. Alright, so these are good. You should have a high resolution texture to get a good result. That one is high resolution enough. That's the one I used myself. So you just save it out. And you have textures for other planets. Anyway, you save it out and you bring it in to After Effects. Okay, so new composition, normal size, and I bring it down. I need now to make this become a sphere. Luckily, there is a ready-made effect for that. If there wasn't a ready-made effect, we would have to do it manually, which can be done. But for quick results, we'll use the ready-made effect. So this effect is found under Effect, Perspective, and CC Sphere. And right away, you're going to turn this into a sphere with the texture mapped on top. Right away, just like you would do it in 3ds Max, but without leaving After Effects. And the nice thing about it is that I can go to rotation and I can rotate in the x-axis, but that's not how Earth rotates. Y-axis and z-axis. If you're drunk, the Earth would rotate like this. But otherwise, if you're not, it would rotate like that. Other stuff we can do is go to light and change the position of the light, which is also a good thing. We can also go to the shading and increase the ambient strength so that we have a brighter color, but I'm going to leave it out like this. And now I need to actually create the glow. Let's rotate first. So the Y rotation is what I'm after. I will go to the end and set the number. This is the degree value, and this is the number of rotations. So I'm going to set it, say, to 5. And the Earth would rotate with this speed. If I set it to 4, it will rotate slower and so forth. Let's say that this is good. Actually, the Earth rotates in the opposite direction. So what I have to do is set this value to -5. And that way it would rotate in the other direction. Alright, so now that I have this, I need to add the glow. I think it's a bit too fast, so I'm going to set this instead of -5 to -2. Alright, and I will go to Effect, Stylize, and Glow. Alright, by default, the glow will glow the original colors. I don't want that. I want to glow it in blue to make it look more cinematic. So I'm going to take this color and set it to lighter blue, and that one and set it to darker blue. And here, glow colors, I'm going to choose A and B colors. Alright, that's the glow intensity. So if I increase that, I would see that it's glowing the bright colors only. You see that the white is being is glowing, but that's not what I want. I want to glow the whole thing. So instead of color channels, I'm going to choose alpha, and that would actually glow the whole thing. You can play with the intensity and with the radius. Alright, so this is not bad. And let's reduce the intensity a little bit and increase the radius a bit more. Alright, so that's what we have now. It's not bad. Okay, and next I need to I don't want the glow to be so strong. Yeah, let's say 1.75. Alright. Next, what I want to do is create the star field. So that's the Earth. I'm gonna press Control Y and choose and type, call this star field. Alright, and the color is gonna be black. Alright, and press OK. So again, the star field is done with the ready-made effect. So I'm gonna go to Effects and Presets and type star, and I'm gonna get different ones that create star fields. Another place to get them is to go to Effect, having the layer selected, go to Effect, and what I did is go to Simulation and Star Burst, CC Star Burst. What this will do, let's hide the is create a star field. The only problem is that I can't really see it because the layer color is black. So I'm gonna choose to go to Layer and Solid Settings. I'm gonna set this color to white. So once I do that, I'm gonna get whitish balls. So what I will do is reduce the grid spacing first of all. If I set it to 1, they get smaller. If I scatter them around, they get fewer. Alright, if I press play now, they're gonna come towards the screen, which is a good thing. And I can play with the speed. So that's the normal speed, 25 frames per second. It's too fast. So instead of 1, I'll choose point, say 25. Okay, much better. And then I will show the Earth. A good thing to add is motion blur to these stars, so that I would have streaks. We're gonna see how this is done later. And I'm gonna take now the Earth and put it above the star field. And once I play, I would have both effects added together. Of course, I can scale down the Earth by scaling down the layer, very easy. I can play with the intensity of the glow, but otherwise, that's my effect.